Hello and welcome. My name is Bushton. Today we are playing Hearts of Iron 4 as the Soviet Union. Alrighty, so we are back, and you may notice that a few things are minorly different, mainly orders. So I have basically been not recording for a week, totally due to me just being lazy, and I played one game of Hearts of Iron as Germany again, just because I was like, you know what, let's do that. Why not? And in that time, I've learned a few small things, and I came back into my Soviet Union campaign, and I looked at it all, and I was like, oh my god. We are going to hit a downward spiral very quickly. So yeah, why are we gonna hit this downward spiral? Well, if you look at our supplies, you might be able to see something very ominous. Maybe like 300k equipment, 200k of that being in the weapons 2. Now, that is a massive waste of production. Each gun, I believe, for equipment 2 is 0.75 or it's 1. If it's 1, I am really in pain. Let's just see how much it is. It's 0.75. So let's say 300k times 0.75. That's almost 2 point something k of wasted production. That is huge. Now, I have changed it, so I'm actually going to put these to minimum, because we just don't need that equipment. But we're now producing less of that. However, we've kind of already put ourselves in this little death spiral, because there's no... because that wasted production is just wasted. We're never going to be able to use that many guns, and if we do use that many guns, it's not going to matter, because we'll be at equipment 3 by that time and be producing that. In which case, if we run out of tier 2s, then we've lost the war, basically. Which isn't good. We're also pretty low on artillery, which, whatever. We don't need as many guns as we had, though, so there's that solace. And we've also got these two now producing. Now, here's the other issue. See how we need 50 right now. However, if you go into this view, you'll see we're losing about 150 light tanks a day. Now, we still have a small surplus, so there's a chance that we might be able to level that out and make it a more feasible number. Heavy tanks, we're losing so much, partially because we're producing and we're putting them on our recruits. I'm going to make a low priority. So yeah. But all these heavy tanks don't have anything. So really, all they're doing is inflating this number. I believe each tank has about 250, I think, or something. Let's find out. 450. So 1,000, 2,000, let's say 3,000. a little under 3,000. So that's about half the medium tanks that we've lost. However, the rest of those medium tanks are being missed on the main line. Now that's really bad. Another big thing, we're losing 500 motorized a day, and we've only got 14 gay left. That's huge. Did not think we'd actually be losing that many in that time. Planes, yeah, we really don't need this many planes. I think I'm going to continue the close air support production only because the close air support will help us in many other things. However, I'm going to just stop the Fighter 3 production pretty much. And here's the last little problem that we're facing. As you see, we had 3 factories there. However, here's 15 factories that are destroyed. Here's another 15. Here's 20. Here's another 15, 16. Destroyed. We have a lot of factories destroyed. Off camera, I'm attempting to remedy this problem by just building more, well, by repairing all of the tanks. This will be finished relatively quickly. However, that's all dependent on if we can hold this area, because this has a lot of factories in it. It's also greatly dealing with unrest. I think if we just do that, we'll be very gentle to our people, because, yeah. Gentle basically just means, well, yeah. This is the issue with going harshest. You lose your political power, which currently we are in a desperate need for. But yeah, now they aren't growing, and I believe they're growing slowly, but I believe they only actually destroy a factory once it hits 100%. So with that 100%, every time we lose factory, bad things happen, obviously. So we're going to try and prevent us from losing this war by me just not being prepared, really. Yeah. So, one other thing, I don't know if I said, I just called Republican Spain into the war against Germany. Hopefully... Ooh, the assassination of Leon Trotsky. Leon Trotsky, once the top lieutenant and heir presumptive of Vladimir Lenin, died today in Mexico City Hospital. He was attacked in his home with an ice axe by a Spanish national believed to have been employed by the NKVD after a failed power struggle with Joseph Stalin and his allies for control of the Communist Party of Soviet Union. Trotsky spent the 30s in exile, living in Turkey, France, and Norway before finally settling in Mexico. He remained a constant critic of Stalin and the degenerated workers' state of the Soviet Union. Mission accomplished. Alright. We're currently losing there. It's not great. I'm going to send you guys there. Thankfully, we do have air superiority, so that's a huge thing for us. Having air superiority is going to be a major help. And hopefully it's going to be something that will keep us alive. I'm also going to get the entrenchment bonus because we're going to be slowing down. And I'm going to make sure everyone has the engineer in their arsenal. Because entrenchment bonus. Here's another small issue. I've learned also recently that having medium tank battalions like this isn't that great. Now, while yes, it does have a huge attack, it also limits your organization and hit points significantly. So I've just basically doubled the hit points and organization of this squad and reducing this by 100, which is major, but I think it'd be worth it. We don't have a lot of medium tanks, and that actually cut it in half, but increased this by a stupid amount. We'll see if that ends up kicking us in the butt. I hope it doesn't, but it might. Okay, poly encryption. Next game. Game is going a bit slow. Alright, let's get streamlined just so we can increase the production growth. And hopefully once we've taken this area, we'll be able to just hold for a while. I am trying to watch this area just because I want them to take this and then we can just close it off. I wish you could make a front line even though it's not in your territory. Also, one thing that I realized is Mongolia is not in this Japan war. Whoops. What that basically means is all the guys over here were useless. They weren't doing anything for us. Okay. Taking care of this, and we're pushing up here now. Just closing up that gap. So that's great. They're dealing with quite a bit of attrition. I'm gonna kill this, and then we're going to make a mass assault here. Ireland joined the Allies. Great. You know, because that's what I really want. Okay, so we've just cleared up 12 units for the front line. Ireland was called into this war. You know, United Kingdom, maybe it'd be nice if you could do something more useful. I'm just saying, like maybe if you could attack Germany. I mean, I know I'm a big threat and all, but Germany, I find it a little odd how the United Kingdom just isn't even bothering with Germany anymore. Okay, this is a big loss. Why are we attacking if... I'm gonna do careful, because that might prevent us from sending units stupidly into the combat zone. Because, yeah, we have medium tanks here. Great. And we're not even using our full combat width either, which is what's hurting us the most, I think. Unfortunately, I believe Finland's Nazi, right? Yeah. Finland's part of the Axis. Meaning that once we take Finland, Norway's gonna just jump in, and then we'll be fighting Norway as well. Hopefully we can just hold Norway, though. I don't think I'm actually going to attempt to try and push through Norway in any meaningful way. I'll probably just support down here, because this is worrying. Down here, I hope we can really start pushing. In fact, I'm going to probably do something pretty dumb, and I'm going to say, do this aggressively. I haven't really noticed any difference, though, versus aggressive or non-aggressive, because I feel if it was actually aggressive, these guys would be doing this, not just slowly pushing their way in. I guess they're kind of doing it. Okay. Got a new plane. I'd say it's useful, but at the same time, I kind of know it's not that useful. Okay. So, here's one last thing I'm going to do. We're going to change to a limited export in hopes that we don't need more oil. We could go closed economy, but that hurts us too much, I believe. Limited exports will also give us more factories, which we definitely need to repair the military factories. So we can go back here. Yeah. We have a surplus here. That gets rid of 7 factories. There goes 1, 2. I think we had 4 factories there. I don't know why we had 4 factories there. But we have just greatly... And we still don't even need that. So yeah, we've just gotten rid of a lot of factories. Which is beautiful. Yeah. We filled out these 2, I believe. And even 5 factories, I believe, will finish things relatively quickly. Because we have such a high bonus to building. Okay. We're slowly pushing. I am actually noticing a difference with careful pushing, because I'm only seeing green now, whereas with the normal one you'd see red as well. That's all just green because it's Japan. Once you guys are finished pushing there, I want you guys to push all the way up here. And hopefully we can just take the important bits of Japan. Of China. It was China once. I think I'm allowed to say that. Surprised they aren't attacking down here. Because they were attacking down there when there were units here, but now they're just ignoring it. Probably because they know they get benefits off of doing that. Okay, let's push straight through here. Yep, they were defeated there, so. Beautiful. Let's check our logistics. We're getting pretty dangerously close on motorized, but we are closing that gap pretty quickly. We're fine here. I looked at that number, got scared, and then realized we have 300k in the bank. And we will eventually be going to equipment 3, but it'll just take a little bit of time. And 5 medium tanks, that's perfectly acceptable. 100 light tanks, I'd much rather have that closer, but that'll at least be 18 days. And 18 days is a lot to change things. Finland will capitulate probably once we take their capital. And then we'll just want to bum rush up here. If we could get Sweden on our side, that'd be beautiful. But I don't think we'd be able to manage that. We could request units from Afghanistan. Can't do anything about Mongolia because they've got nothing. Ugh, this is such a pain. I mean, Spain's taken up 71 units, so useful. Although they're not doing anything about Gibraltar, which is weird. Spain. Also, Spain, you got... Oh my gosh, Spain. It's annoying. Can't do anything about it. Alright, well, I'm going to end the episode here, though. My name is Bishaw. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to like and comment down below. It greatly boosts my confidence and tells me that I'm doing an okay job. And if you guys enjoy it, then I know I'm doing my job great. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and yeah, see ya.